transition.
Hi, and welcome to Desis and Dragons. My name's Indrani, and I'm the DM of the Broken 12. And here are our lovely Desi dragons. So, starting off with the impeccable, our greatest fan, one of our dearest friends, Alaka.
Why do I get called out every time? Every time without fail. Hello everyone, I'm Malika. I play Medu Devatalis, the human beast heart. With the companion Cosmo, who is actually a Pokemon in disguise in his Pokeball.
That will never it will never get old.
Yeah.
It will
Why?
always be funny.
And to someone who we have never called a fan of this show, Shubham.
That's somehow the most accurate statement you could have made about me. Hello, my name is Shivam. I play Pucha, the Warforged monk with severe projection abilities. And by projection, I mean like emotional trauma, not actual psychic powers. So,
But he can project fire. So,
occasionally.
Occasionally.
Hashtag Team Tiamat.
Yeah. Hashtag more Wordle puzzles. And
Oh
now,
my god.
yes, and back with us after a week hiatus. We love her. We missed her. We're glad that they're here to sort everything right, but it's back on the roads. Talk to us, Indrani.
Hello, I missed being on stream so much with you nerds. Happy to be back. My name is Indrani. I will be playing Talvar. Talvar is the Forge Cleric who doesn't know how to use swords. She is very cool, and apparently she's gonna get a dope ass magic item today that I don't yet know about. So I'm excited for that. I also have announcements. Have you missed my announcements?
Yes.
No, we
Yeah.
actually like covered them really well. So
Yeah?
we were good. We were good. Didn't miss a
Okay,
beat.
do you want to take over? Because then I can just, because mine are usually like,
Oh, sure. Let me juggle announcements on top of the stream. That's not work.
okay, fine. All right. We have a couple of announcements that I will be doing because I don't want to put my foot on. The first of which is that tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. IST is your deadline to submit to the Big Bad Con POC scholarship applications. If you don't know what that is, hello. We are looking for writer designers in TTRPG writer designers in the Indian TTRPG community to submit their work, and people who are selected will be flown out to the United States of America for attending the Big Bad Con convention in October, where you will be a part of their POC programming, which means you'll be set up. To meet like a bunch of industry experts and have like one-on-one conversations with them. You'll get to be a part of the POC meet and greet dinner, so that's fun. There's a lot of cool people who are there. I'm not going to name any names, but trust me, it's an amazing experience, and it has kickstarted the careers of a lot of people of color in the TTRPG space.
It's Indiegogo a lot of people's careers.
Boo.
Wow.
You can Indiegogo out of the stream.
I mean, good luck streaming
All
that,
right.
buddies.
Well,
we need you.
point is, it's amazing and it's an incredible opportunity, and you have until tomorrow to make your submission. So please do it. The link
is in
for
the chat now.
Is in the chat now, and you can find it permanently on our Discord server. Speaking of our Discord server, we have a Discord server where we play a lot of games, where we do a bunch of events. We have another themed week coming up for old school
Revival.
Renaissance. Yeah, old school revival. I don't know what the R stands for, but we're going to be playing a bunch of games over there. So come join us for that. And the third thing is that we have merch previews.
All right.
It's everybody excited for merch previews because holy shit, I've been sitting on this for like weeks.
Literally sitting on it. It's just been lying on your chair.
It's warm and wrinkly now.
If it's warm, wouldn't it be like iron flat? It's probably just got like a butt shape, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Everyone, see the butt.
Yeah, if you see the butt, clip it. Let us know. But how do we do this? Are we just gonna okay? So because our cameras can't really show you, so what I'm gonna do is
you set the bar and then we can try follow.
Okay.
Your phone's off.
Oh, by the way, all of this art is by the incredible, the indomitable Alaka Gupta, who's right here with us.
Yeah, that's important.
But now, for first up is my personal favorite. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, look at that.
So for those
This
of you who
is
don't know, it says Nazar na
Nimbu
lage.
Mirchi Beholder.
Yeah. Oh, Indrani
Please
can't hear
don't.
me. She's just still talking.
I'm so good at this.
We'll just let Indrani talk.
Okay,
Okay.
whose turn is it next?
I'll go next.
Hold on.
Wait, I need
Don't
to
go
put
yet. Don't go
earphones
yet.
back in.
Let her put her
Somebody
earphones
go.
on. We'll just walk through what each shirt is before we.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So that shirt says Nazar na lage, which translates to the literal translation is like you shouldn't catch a glance or a look, but the meaning is that you shouldn't get cursed or bad luck on you. And it's a beholder that's shaped like a lemon, well, colored like a lemon with chilies on top. And basically, in India, when you put chilies and lemon and pierce like a string through it, you're kind of making a good luck charm or a charm against bad luck. So that's the idea. It's pretty desi. I like it. Chirag, go ahead.
Here we go.
Wow, look at that nat 20.
Oh my god, that dragon is
It's
so
so
cool.
cute. It's such a
I
cute
love.
dragon.
We should name the dragon. The dragon must have a name.
I'm not sure. We should think on that. All right.
Yeah,
If
chat,
you
give
wanna-
us names.
If you want to suggest a name for the dragon, put it in the chat or put it on our Discord server. We're more likely to see it there.
Well, there you go. Ari's clearly kicked it out of the park with Dwagon. Dwagon
Aw,
is
Obviously not
dragon.
how you say it. It's
Dragon.
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
okay.
Baby
Fair
My
enough.
turn.
dragon.
My
And
turn.
now the third, and we're all excited for this one. Let's see it. Yeah.
Yeah, nat
Wait,
20.
here we
Oh,
go.
Everything is
amazing.
reversed.
It's all reversed, but I will tell you what it says. Shubham, stand while I describe things, okay?
We can't
So
hear
He
you.
can't
obviously,
hear you.
okay, fine. You see a natural one on the screen on a D20, and it says "No Khushi, only gum," which is a riff on Kabhi Khushi,
Kabhi
Kabhi
Gum.
Gum, the iconic Bollywood film that every kid who grew up in India knows about.
And
Um,
even those who didn't.
Yeah.
those who there you go, even those who didn't. So that's all the more reason to look forward to buying it.
Yeah.
All of these t-shirts, all of these designs will be available soon, TM. All right. We're making it happen. We're doing like last minute quality checks and all of that thing. And once that's done, these will be available for purchase. And all the funds we get from it, obviously, some of it will go to Alika for creating these incredible pieces of art that we are wearing, and the rest of it will go to all the funds that we require to like the website up and keep the stream going and
This is where you're
and,
losing the audience. You're telling them about logistics.
Making
Like
more new content for
and
y'all.
making more new content for everybody.
that is
So
entirely untrue. We are if these funds cover website maintenance and banking costs, I'll be happy. So
yeah,
new content is
we are hemorrhaging money trying to make this happen.
Basically, every bit of support you can do helps, and we're always grateful
Yes.
for whatever you can do.
also
We are
And you
always
get cool
grateful of
t-shirts out of it.
all
Yeah.
our fans.
Also,
Most
Indrani
grateful for
used
Alaka, but all of you.
Also,
Okay, did
Indrani
I
said
cover
last.
everything?
Yeah,
Because I'm
Indrani said
sweating.
last minute testing. It's more extensive, kind of detailed testing that we've been doing for months. Just
Right. What
yeah.
I mean is that we're doing the final sort of like bells and whistles, making sure everything is perfect before we put it out into the world. Anyway, let's play some D&D.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So let's do a little bit of a recap.
Professional.
Let's do a little bit of a recap then. Last time on the Broken 12, our heroes made it to Blackwater Lake. As they did, they discovered a huge gathering of cloaked hobgoblins and a few bugbears and smaller goblins. In some strain, seem to have been divided into two groups. One very calm, all wearing white ropes across their wrists as if they were bracelets, deep in meditation, while another one seemed to be of the equivalent of a drunken rager / cookout on the other side, both of them embracing their own way of, doing some kind of meditation to the dark forces within Blackwater Lake. And the boatman was in the middle of the water and not coming towards you. Two of our heroes, Medu and Pewter, decided to head off and speak to the party side, see what they were up to, and had a few drinks, played some drinking games, played questions and answers. So they just got drunk, and it was hard enough alcohol that the Warforged went down. Well, not down, but the Warforged got way more tipsy than than the human, which was impressive. They discovered after some talking, figuring things out, and Talvar and Henrietta basically being kidnapped because your old friends, the other hobgoblins that you kind of annoyed at the ruins, found you and were just like, "What the heck are you doing?" And we're trying to and brought you in for questioning. There was almost a fight that started between the two hobgoblin groups as they were arguing, but with the most nat of nat 20s possible. Who rolled a nat 20 for that? Who rolled a nat 20 for that position? Yes, the person who rolled like 4 nat 20s.
Alika?
Yes, when
I
Indrani is
know,
not
4
here.
nat 20s in a row, boys.
I saw the tweet about that. I was very
Yeah.
excited. Nonagon Dice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It turns out when Indrani is not here, the nat 20 energy has to go somewhere. And it shows
It's true.
that they and a little bit of Pewter. Pewter got
Little
a nat
bit, little
20
bit.
too.
I caught some of the whiffs.
Yeah. He got a whiff, like a heavy whiff at one point. And
It's a high. It's basically nat 20s are a high, and I caught a whiff of them.
Now
Yeah.
you know why I'm like so heat up at all like at every single moment of my life.
all times. So
At all times.
after that, the two sides, Elshar on the red robes and Guru Lions Ganyada, reconciled. Turns out they were mother and son. It was very beautiful. It was a sweet moment. And you guys all got pretty drunk. Had a nice time. Got
Accurate.
drunk, ate some meat. It was a good time. And they let you go with the boat keeper, who took you along across the Blackwater Lake, along with giving you a cool magic item, a red and white rope bracelet that each of you kind of wore on your hand of choice. You decided whether it was you gained magical power, like Pewter did, which allowed him to Misty Step once per short rest, and if he wants to do it again, he needs to spend 2 key points. And the other one was a con boost that increased the Constitution score of Medu. And of course, Henrietta and Nogu also got, and they got their own choices. But last but not least, to put on their rope is Talvar. So, Talvar, when you had it and you were given the option magic or might, which side did you pick? Magic or might?
Chose magic.
Okay. All right. So you got this magic, and it's hefty. It's like it's a big boost of magic, but you need big magic. So essentially, what it is once per day, not once per long rest, once per day, you may cast a standard action spell as a bonus action.
Any
Ooh.
standard action.
Yeah.
That is very
As long as it's not a bonus action or a free action. If it's a standard action spell, you can cast as a bonus action.
awesome.
What?
I love that for me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's true.
I
It's a lot of magic. And yeah. Meanwhile, you also discovered one of you did. I don't know if Medu told the rest of you about this, but discovered that the boat keeper was this ashen elf, a very old style, big black robes. Turns out that he was a member of a dragon marked house, the 13 dragon marked house, which is long destroyed. Everyone assumes this ancient house is gone because they were the house of death. So that was, everyone assumed they were destroyed for the reason that they were trying to create. The legend is they were trying to create an apex dragon mark that used the dragon mark of death combined with a half dragon to create something terrifying.
Is
Something
that
the dragon
even
mark house
legal?
what?
Doesn't
Destroying
sound
an
very
entire
legal.
dragon mark house? Or creating an apex dragon mark?
The latter.
No, that's why they stopped it. They were
That's why
scared
they
shitless.
massacred everyone.
Yeah, exactly. The House Vol was the name. And so every single member of House Vol, everyone with even a little bit of blood relation to them, because they didn't want the dragon mark to show up again, was wiped out. This person says that he has been here, since the fall of his family. So he has been here for hundreds of years. Absolutely hundreds of years. And you know that if any of the dragon mark houses found out this person was still alive, they would come in and completely they'd want to destroy this person because he is an incredible threat. Like, this is like a scary story. Like, some people are like, it was like a horrible thing we had to do, but this was a mark of death. This was this was like a dangerous threat. And you could see you actually saw his dragon mark with that incredibly high roll. it didn't look active. It looked like his entire body was kind of like dead, but it was there. This strange, this dragon mark that was like very visible on his arm. It didn't look super big, but it was there. It wasn't like even yours is bigger than that, but it's like the least dragon mark, like a starting off dragon mark. It's not like, oh my god, a massive dragon mark that covers his entire body. Like, no, it's just like a small one. But that's what you saw, and so you have to like consider that information for yourself. I think let's see if Indrani would know. Indrani will. Talvar, give me a history check with advantage. Let's see if you also know this information.
History check with advantage. All right.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I rolled 2 13s. Are you joking?
So that's
13 plus 1, 14.
Yeah, you wouldn't recognize, House Vol Dragonmark. Like you wouldn't
Mhm.
recognize it, but you know the story of House Vol. So it's like you know how the House Dennet, all the Dragonmark houses who were around at that time had to go and destroy it because of the threat that they had, and there's like a little bit of boogies, ghost stories about what House Det the Dragonmark house could do, House Vol could do. But you don't immediately know that's what it is unless. But if Medu says that guy's from House Vol, then you'll be like, oh shit, I know what House Vol is. So yeah, that's what's up. But
Maybe
yes,
have you told us so far? Like,
you're still on the boat.
No, absolutely not. I am not telling anybody this until we are off the boat and out of earshot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart.
And as the boat is going forward to the other side of Blackwater Lake, you arrive at this small town. Seems to be on stilts. As you're like looking at it, it's a little village that it seems to be. What you saw, little cute houses like painted red on top of white spots. You realize, oh, those are mushrooms. They're living in big giant mushrooms. And then you were just like, they're like inflating and inflating, almost like like a balloon, like a hot air balloon. You know how they like a little bit like they're going a little bit like that, almost like they're like going in and out, inflating, or like something that's like snoring. It's like
Pulsating.
yeah, almost like pulsating, and you can't tell if it's like that's just like the effect of like smoke on the inside, or if these are living mushrooms. Hard to say. Hard to say. So,
is there any vapor coming off of these mushrooms? Like, is it something we should try avoid breathing in or something?
give me a perception check.
The dank spores.
Yeah, the dank spores of these mushrooms.
Oh, you're getting high off these dank spores.
Perception?
Perception
16.
check. You like look a little closer. You're still like you're getting pretty close to it, but not too close. And there is like little bits of like, as it like deflates, there's like little bits of like, yeah, it looks like powder, some kind of like light powder that is hard to see. Pinkish powder, could be spores, could be something else. But yeah, it's like coming out of that house and also like a few of the other mushroom houses.
I turn to Pewter and I say, if you breathe that in, mushrooms will go inside your body, so you shouldn't breathe it in.
What is breathing? You see,
don't do that.
There's no nostrils on me, but okay.
I'm just saying, okay, be careful, buddy.
Got it.
The boatkeeper, he's like going to like, if I told you those spores were fine to inhale, would you believe me?
Insight check.
Yeah, go inside check.
So, okay. I'm quickly gonna get
Natural one.
Wow.
This is the dodgiest person you've ever fucking met.
With a natural one, I can tell that.
He's a white elf who seems to have been here for ages of time. He's got a creepy Grim Reaper outfit. He's like pulling this like boat across the thing from creepy hobgoblins to mushrooms. He's saying, would you trust me? Does this sound, this is the dodgiest conversation you've probably ever fucking had. You can't read his face, but he's like, this feels so dodgy.
I look at him and I say, of course. What's not to trust?
Okay.
Well, should we breathe it in?
He's just like, okay. And he's like shrugging. The other two of you can do inside checks, but I'm like, that one is like, that's your thing. But like, he's like, sure, should be fun. You'll walk it off.
You
probably.
are not going to believe this. I feel like I have to retire this dice now because that's another nat 20.
Ooh, Nonagon delivering.
Oh my god, this is happening. Indrani's luck has been absorbed completely by Alaka.
Alaka, what have you done?
Yeah, nat 20. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. This guy was just fucking with Talvar. He didn't he get the vibe that most people don't believe him anyway. So it's a little bit like self defeat, like you wouldn't believe me, I told you. But he is 100%. He is 100% like fucking with her. That these spores are not. He does not fear these spores. But also he's as far as you're aware, he's immortal. So maybe he doesn't care. But he's just like it's fine. It'll be fine. But he doesn't think that she actually believes him. He's just like, whatever happens, you'll be able to walk it. You and your new legs will be able to walk it off. Yeah.
Daddy still has a sense of humor after
Mm.
hundreds of years on a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Henrietta like immediately like has like a napkin just like it's carrying around her nose, and Nogu's just like, ooh, is it mycospores? This will be fun. And he's like looking excited at all this. Like they're so colorful.
What the hell is a mycospore?
Oh, they are the spores that come off from myconoids. They're great. They're one. I've met a few of them. They're so nice. They're like that. And like he like points off as coming as you guys are like approaching about like 60 like about 100 feet from these things. Little like coming out of the houses, you see four strange creatures. They look like they have like big spore hats, like a mushroom like hats, but you realize these are actually part of their bodies. Their whole bodies look like the stem of mushrooms, so like twisted up. And you see their their eyes are just like big, big, wide, like pupilless eyes, but that kind of like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, like those kind of eyes.
Okay.
Mhm.
They're just like looking up at you.
Cute.
Don't seem to have like they're like yeah, they have like small mouths, but you can't see any teeth. They just like look at you, and it's just a little gummy, and they just like say like yeah, and they're like saying something, but you're a little bit far, but you can like hear like yeah, yeah, Dilko, Tipsy, Winky Winky,
Okay, somebody clip
Bo,
that, please.
Please clip that.
Please clip that.
yeah.
I
Are
love
they-
them.
I
I would
look-
die for them.
I look at Nogu and say, wait, are they screaming out their names or is that what they call you? You seem to.
Oh, let's see. And he like, looks at it and says like, and then he like says like, Nogu.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
And he's
it's
like,
their names.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
Their names.
we assume it's their names. Feels like the first word they say is just like, we'll go with that as their name.
My God, I love them.
Okay.
Talvar, I wave.
Yeah, they like one of them gets super excited. You see that they're like in one of them's like much taller than the others, and one's like really short, and you can see like different colors of their head. It goes like pink, then green, then yellow, and the smallest one is like a purple one. They're just like waving. You see, you're raising their hands, so they like raise both their hands excitedly as you're getting closer. And then there's like, this feels wrong. This feels so wrong.
I turn to Medu and I say, I want one. Should we
Want one?
like, let's take one with us on our travels.
I look at
We
Jerry
are
1 and
so
Jerry
willing.
2 and I'm like, I feel like we have our hands full.
Yeah, we have like two Jerrys plus Henrietta plus Nogu, who is still a minor, technically. And yeah, I think we're a little full up on companions at the moment.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
Also, you
yeah.
can't just sit and uproot them from the whole village.
All right. Look at how adorable that one is. And I
Yeah.
point at the tiny morel mushroom looking one.
Oh my god, morel mushrooms are not adorable by any means.
I always wanted
Yeah.
to try morel
I don't know
mushrooms.
what anything about mushrooms. What go on?
Yeah.
This is pewter. I have no. What are these mushrooms that you're morel mushrooms that you're talking about?
They are crunchy and delicious. Do not eat these people though. I don't think
Okay,
they're
go. That
actually
was probably important to mention. Good. Okay.
Yes.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
I don't think they relate that much to like the
Right.
fungus
Yeah.
we.
So these are like mushroom. They look excited as you like the boat like comes in, turns on the side, as it just like basically parallel parks straight perfectly against the against these little like walking paths around the houses. They like seems to be made like roots, as far as you can tell. Like just the roots have literally like formed into these paths that you can walk on, so you're not stepping in the swamp. And he says, like, yeah, safe travels. Po, Winky Winky, Dipsy, have a good time. And they like wave, say their names, and he just like lets you guys get off.
I get off.
Yeah. Yes.
Many thanks, both. Hopefully, we'll make this trip again and see you here, right? Where you are always going to be and not going to wander off in any situation.
He like nods and says like, I don't take vacations.
Well,
Ever?
No.
Giving Talvar a look like, let's talk to a minute.
Do you want him to take a vacation?
No, I mean, being dedicated to your work, I understand that it's very admirable. Keep it up. Good job. But we'll see you soon, I hope. Probably when we are crossing back at some point, or maybe when we're coming back here again.
Yeah.
I'd really love to take another look at the creepy shadow portal to a different universe, whatever that is. Sounds fascinating.
Why do people? You're the second person who's asked to see that up close this week, and he's shaking his head as he lets you guys get off. Yeah. These are
Asking to see people's holes is a bit disrespectful.
It's better. I mean, it's better. And it's like it's better to ask at least rather than just assume.
That is true.
Also,
What?
it's
Okay.
it's not my hole. I'm just on top of it.
Right. That makes it so much better. Goodbye.
He like goes away. He's like leaving that. And these little like four things, they just like wander up to you. The tallest one is about 5 foot. The rest are about like between 3 and 4 feet. The smallest one's about 3 foot, and the other one's like 4 foot. And they like come around, and they all just start trying. They like move to get their arms around, like in some kind to trying to hug you.
Oh no, I don't like this. What is happening? I'm just gonna go over there. Hang on. Jerry 1, Jerry 2, let's go.
They like Jerry 1, who's been in the water. He like gets on, shakes it off. His eyes look like tired and like resigned. Like you were aware that anything in the water apparently feels like nightmares unimaginable. But Jerry 1, it just seems like that's a normal day for him. So he doesn't seem that bothered. Jerry 2 is safely in the ball.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm going to pop out Jerry 2.
Yeah.
Conveniently between me and the creepy telly mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I'll ask Jerry 1. Hey, buddy. Do you want to get back? Do you want a rest? Do you want to go in here?
Yeah. He like looks at you like shrugs, and then you hear him say, "Yeah, that'd be great. Actually, that'd be like pretty relaxing."
Okay.
But he didn't say it. You heard it.
Great.
Right.
Because of the
might or magic thing, maybe?
No, I didn't take magic.
No. Like maybe Jerry took something.
Nice.
Jerry, can you talk now to me like without?
I can't. He looks like, no, I can't talk. I thought
It's
you
the
were like doing
thing,
a spell.
right?
I thought you were trying to like talk to my head. And Jerry 2 looks out and says like, "Oh my God, have you learned how to talk to them? Oh, that's great. Oh, that's good. Wait, can you hear me? 5, 6, 7, 8. Da 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 da.
No.
Wait, can we hear this?
I throw him into the Pokeball.
I
Like-
thought you develop a mental link with anything that goes in the Pokemon. Is that what's happening?
What?
Interesting.
With Cosmo.
Then you like see like, yeah, it's like, hello, welcome to our village. And you like look, these like, my God, they're not saying anything aloud, but you hear the sound. in
Oh,
your head.
maybe it's the area effect. There's like the whole area just creates.
Yeah.
Because how are mushrooms gonna talk?
Yeah, like
Wait, the spores.
Yeah.
No, is it the spores?
he's like,
dank
yeah,
spores?
he's like, yeah, mycospores. The myconoids can't talk normally, but if you're in the spores, you can speak telepathically to anyone else who's had the spores.
The number of times I've had something go and start affecting how I communicate through my brain. It's twice. But it's odd that it's even happened twice.
Hold on. Do you think they would be willing to part with some of their spores? I mean, they seem to be shedding quite a lot of it. So in case we need to talk to Jerry 1 and 2 in the future, we might have some like a little bit of a situation with the spores.
No, because I mean, I mean, you can ask them.
We all grow like a little coke nail to like have
Oh
the
my god,
spores.
guys.
Yeah. Jerry
Uh,
Wonder's like, wow, no one's been that excited to talk to us in ages. It's because
it is
it's
exciting.
because of
Yeah.
what we did. It's because of the horrible things that we've done. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
I can talk to them once a day if I need to, but this is weird. We're
Yeah.
gonna ask the mushroom people for their dander to talk to
It's
people.
it's not dandruff. It's how they is it how they reproduce, Nogu? I don't.
That's
Wait, what? No, this is
The-
getting way.
I'm putting up my scarf.
Henrietta has
I don't
raises a
even
scarf
inhale
like
things,
she
and
can
I'm
hear you talking, but it's like, you guys are speaking. You should warn us that these spores affect our minds. It's like, I'm keeping the
exactly.
scarf on all day.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it's a little too late now.
Yeah. The
Okay, we'll table the spore collection discussion. I turned to Medu and Pewter and I'm like, look, I've been a little. Henriette and I, we've kind of been in this honeymoon phase the last couple of days. It's nice to be away from her family and everything. So I'm kind of lost on what exactly it is that we need to do today. So if you could just fill me in, because my head's kind of been in the clouds.
I beg your pardon. What do you mean honeymoon? Are you two married?
Oh, it's that phase where you feel free and away from annoying coddling I don't know, or just I'm just having a good time, and I feel like
Oh
I've
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
lost.
Oh, you've lost track. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah. I
going to
need your
meet
help.
the we're going to meet the Ashanti clan, one clan, some clan.
yeah, from the house Drask.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Henrietta's like saying, yeah, you're meeting my papa's like cousin family, like the main branch
Yeah.
family, who are more aware of the about gases and like other stuff, and like points at Pewter, and maybe can help you like figure out how that works. All that cult stuff.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Just cult stuff. Hashtag
Yeah.
just cult things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And once you
hashtag
figure
cult
that
stuff. Mhm.
once you figure that out, then we're going north to the place whose name I forgot, but I'm apparently my family apparently isn't
The
from.
Eldine
Must
Reaches.
not be very
Yes.
important,
Yeah,
right?
the
No, it
Eldine
was.
Reaches, which is where the third tower's been
Yeah.
revealed.
That's
Nobu's like, when we get to the Eldine Reaches, I should be able to like pinpoint where it is. But
Mhm.
until we get there, a little bit stuck. Nogu is saying this while being hugged by the smallest of the
Uh
Mykonoids.
huh.
Pewter's being hugged by the biggest one,
All right.
and two of them are, and one of them's holding Jerry one,
Uh
and
huh.
one of them's trying to get hug Talvar, but it's like he's basically hugging Talvar's armor because Talvar has so much
Right.
armor. Yeah, they aren't
I
like
returned the
enstrapping
hug.
you. Their arms aren't
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
big, but they're just
I
like giving you a
I
hug.
I returned the hug and I just
Yeah.
pat the head to see if like more spores just go.
What if
The
they
spores, yeah, you
with
like
the
pop
spore?
it and just like doesn't he like more spores are coming? You're just gonna be disrupting the spores that like came out, but you do see like the spores are like coming out of their heads.
Yeah.
When
I'm
and you,
holding my like necktie right up and my neck scarf right up to my nose and say, what if they infect you? And then like these little mushroom things grow inside you and then take over you.
That's. I mean, mycology is just so cool. We learned a little bit about it in cleric school, but never. I didn't choose that specialization. I figured I would just like pray to someone and hope they help me out, as opposed to learning science.
yeah,
But
it. Oh
that
no,
was an alternate career path.
Hmm.
it's true. Oh yeah, no, like that's more like druid stuff anyway. Nogu says as he's like
Mhm,
enjoying the
mhm.
hug, and like the Mykonoids are just like happy. Are you? And they say like, "Are you guys? Are you hungry? Do you need some? Is it like, do you need some? Do you want something to eat?" Yeah.
Uh,
Eat.
I mean, what is off being offered? Is there like
Yay! Breakfast time, breakfast time. And they
wait?
all
What
like
time
start
of the
going in a
day is
conga
it?
line, and they all start starting with the smallest going up to the tallest, and they're like motioning like, breakfast time is bestest time, breakfast time is
Oh my
bestest
God!
time.
What
I
have
follow them. Breakfast time is breakfast time.
Do you join the conga line?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're like doing the side to side. Is anyone else joining the conga line?
I will awkwardly join this line that I've never experienced before, but try to follow along.
I
Yeah.
look back to Peter and I'm like, put your hands on my shoulders.
Okay.
And now say what they're saying.
Breakfast time is bestest time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Uh,
Maydu,
yeah.
where are you?
I'm just staring like vaguely horrified at the two of you. And then like making eye contact with Cosmo, who's flying above. And
Yeah, Cosmo is like looks up as if to say like, we could go. We could just like skip all of this. Just fly over this and pretend this never happened.
I'm really thinking about it, buddy, but we made a promise to at least the Jerrys and Nogu. I don't know about the rest of them, but jeez.
Yeah. Jerry
God.
1 and Jerry 2 have also joined the conga line.
Oh,
And you can hear the teleps like, breakfast time is bestest time. Da, da, da.
Nobu, get in here.
Yeah. Nogu's he's at the back. He's like squished between the two Jerrys as they're like going in along. Yeah. And you guys are being led like further on to one of the bigger ones, the
I like this.
bigger huts. As you're like going in, and you can see it's got very big. It's got the red top with the white dots. As you just like turn to look at it, with these like huge like white spots on the front, so looking like windows and doors as they go up, and they say like big, and this is like Sovereign, we come for our hungies, and then the door just literally just like closes and opens, and it just like the windows blink. There's no and then just like as like its eyes were back as it looks at you. Actually, it's not. Its eyes turn from completely white to completely black. Again, they have no pupils as they look, and he just again massive telepathy, like loud telepathy. It's like, hello, it's like, who are these new people? Are they hungry, or are they sleep?
Alika's horror of like baby talk is so fucking funny to me.
I warned you what I was researching. I warned you.
Oh God. Why were you researching this?
So we can get the right level of terror.
Nothing.
Oh,
I
jeez.
thought it was going to be like cannibalism.
That would have been like
Alika is-
easier, right? Like you would have been like, okay, these guys are cannibals. We're gonna walk away. Ain't our cup of tea.
Yeah.
Alika is like, where's my ex? Oh,
Why?
I was like, you wouldn't be scared off by cannibalism. This is what scares you.
Uh,
he
So-
knows what our deepest, darkest fears are. And he taps
Children,
right into
children.
them.
children.
I mean, if I see a purple dinosaur here, I'm out.
Oh God.
down, writing it down. Yeah. So they ask and they say like, they're hungry. They're not sleep. Like, you're not sleep, right?
This is the most obify conversation we're gonna have going forward, isn't it?
Fits our target audience completely, knowing us. So I turn and say, we're just hungry for now.
No, we aren't. Let's just get out of here. We
Yeah.
don't need to stop by.
Yeah.
We should
As you,
be friends with the locals, just in case.
as you say that, like the mouth opened and this like long curled like pink could be a vine, could be a root. It's like twirls around like these little bit like a spring as it goes over you guys, and just like 1, 2, 3, and just like these big like pink springs just like going over your heads, and they say and they're like, wait, I said, yeah, wait, Sovereign, they need. I said like they can't put it in their face holes. Oh, how that was rude of me. So sorry. And then like underneath, little round clay, not clay, but like mulch just kind of comes out, and it's like solid as you like these are little bowls. Does anyone pick up a bowl? There's like seems to be enough bowls for all of you.
I'll pick up a bowl.
Yeah, sure. I'll pick up a ball too. I'll follow Talvar's cue on this.
Nogu takes one.
You should never.
Henrietta does not.
Famous last words.
I mean, I stare at Henrietta for once and be like, you and I have a profound connection at the moment. We are both horrified at this.
As you three, Nogu, Talva, and Pewter do that, and then like little like pink liquid like comes out and just like splooges into your bowls, a little bit like a softy ice cream, just like twirls around, There's like a pink, cold. You don't know what ice cream is because ice cream hasn't been invented, but it's essentially ice cream.
Right.
As it's pink and it just came out of this house.
Okay, I'll take a bite.
I'll also have some.
The house.
I don't even know if I. Yeah.
Sure. Pewter, do you have working taste buds?
No.
You know when
Yes, I installed them.
Sure. When I want them to be working, sure.
Okay, sure. It is, as you're like eating it, it starts sweet,
Yeah.
then it becomes salty, and then it
Right.
becomes sour, and then it becomes bitter as it
Right.
goes down your mouth. And it's not bad, but it's like it's weird that an item starts that way. It doesn't like it gains taste. It
Yeah.
like changes as it touches different parts of your tongue.
Right.
It's like you're getting like a lot. You're like tasting like almost
Right.
everything as you're just like eating this down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Talvar, the same thing happens to you as it's like touching each of your. It is like an odd thing, and it's like it's cold, but like as it goes down your throat, it warms you up on the inside, so you don't get like freezy thing. It's like it feel warm on the inside. And Nogu's just like,
Nice.
ooh, it's like microcream. I like. Oh, this is good stuff. He pulls out a little spoon that he has, this little wooden spoon, and just goes to town on it. This is like,
Is this
you guys are
inspired by the Teletubbies custard machine?
what? You think I took any inspiration from the Teletubbies for these 4 different colored myconoids, which are of different height?
No,
that came
you
to
would
greet
never.
Never. What do you want about? No, they need to get a vacuum cleaner to clean up all your. No, I'm kidding.
This
No
is how I imagine
my
Chirag preps most of his games. He
Yeah.
flips through the television and sees what's on and goes, how can I screw with people's minds using this?
Any DM who doesn't do that isn't doing their job right. You all take notes.
True.
I'm kidding. You're all doing great. You're all wonderful DMs. Yeah. So you're enjoying, like, you're doing. Henrietta's like looking a bit disgusted, and the Mycos have also got their. They don't have bowls. They just like go in and they get it like straight down their gullet.
Right.
Apparently, bowls are them being polite to you, but it's not how they eat. And yeah, they say like zoo, and the thing goes back into the sovereign's mouth. He looks at like, so what?
Sound like his spit or something.
No, not at all. Do you want to do a nature check?
No.
Okay, good. I was about to say, it's like, do you want to know how the hot dog is made? I'm like, no.
No.
Fine. I don't need to know this.
Funny.
We can do without these details.
Yeah. I don't want this piece of lore. Thank you. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
They look at it and they say like, and they look and say like, how? I said like, are you staying long?
Long? No, not really. We just need to
Oh.
get going. Wait, sorry, dear, what time of day is it? Is it really breakfast time, or are they just giving breakfast?
Yeah,
in the middle?
it's morning time.
Okay.
It's about the sun's like risen a little bit. It's about
Right.
7 or 8.
I look at Talvar and Medu and we're like, we're going, right? We need to get on with this. Yeah. We're not staying long.
Oh.
Just this
Yeah.
meal, thank you.
And they all look a little like
We'll come back soon.
They're like, oh, everyone who leaves, they don't come back. Very sad. They used to come back, but not anymore.
What changed?
Not because the stompy stomp.
Stompy stomp. And I stare at
Okay.
Talvar and Medu like the stompy stomp.
Can't be worse than this. I say, let's go and find it. Make
Yeah.
friends with that.
Famous last words, y'all.
Okay, well, we'll deal with the Stompy Stomp. Where was the Stompy Stomp last seen?
Oh,
They all start like the 4 of them like hug Talvar. You think like, oh, it's appreciative, but it's like they're like worried for you. It's like, no, you don't have to fight the stompy stomp. You don't have to fight it. We like you too much.
I can see your face, Medu. You're very verbally, vocally, visually reacting to everything that's happening.
We will have to fight this stompy stomp if you want to go further, won't we?
Yeah. Yeah. And the sovereign like let them go, little spoilings. And they say, so the stompy stomp, you can see it stompy stomps outside the village. It is big. They leave big Stompy stomps behind as they walk. We try and stay inside where it is safe, where the spores keep us safe. But outside, he goes stomp, 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 and then they go, he hung, yeah, yeah, he hungry, hungry. But he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to our myco cream.
Mm.
He just wants people
No.
be sleepy sleep.
Oh. How big is the Stompy Stomp? Do you know?
They like look at each other. They just like try and do their hands big, but it seems like they don't really have a scale. As the little ones are trying to like figure that out, and then they say he, and it says like he's and the house, like the sovereign that you gotta talk to, it's about 11 feet tall, and he says, "Tall, bigger than me, but
Oh,
not big as two me, but bigger than one me."
oh God. Listen, let's just ask them for directions to this clan and get out of here.
Uh,
All right,
also, if maybe we have enough like I don't think this is the right place to get it, but I'm just wondering. We've traveled quite a bit. Are we good on health potions and stuff?
Let me tell you what I have.
Not like I've used any.
Inventory. I have two potions of healing.
I have a haste potion, which I'm gonna totally use soon.
Sure. Oh, yeah, sounds good. Both of you who consumed, give me medicine checks.
Oh, sure.
Oh fuck.
Okay. I will medicine, huh?
Yeah, medicine.
Okay, I don't have anything in
15.
medicine. So that
Okay,
makes sense.
15. So just
Wisdom.
rolling your wisdom then if you don't have medicine.
Yeah. One second. Sorry, my dice are not working either, so I'm having to use. Okay, it's like an 8.
You feel no difference, feel no change. You, on the other hand, Talvar's worked with the bodies. They understand their own bodies. They're like very in tune as they like feel. And they feel like ever since they've like consumed that, like this feeling is like this warm feeling around their body that kind of like sits there. And it's like the closest that they could feel is like when they took their herbology course back in cleric school. This is very similar to a spell they don't have. They probably don't have access to called Goodberry, which means they feel like they're not going to be hungry for the rest of the day. And you gained one
Oh.
hit point, but you didn't have any hit point loss, so you didn't notice that.
Right.
Actually, have you rested since?
Yeah, it's been a long rest. You've had a long rest.
Oh, okay, because I'm at 32 HP, so I should max it out again.
Yeah, max yourself out. Fine.
Yeah,
So,
long
yeah.
rest.
So, with that, yeah, they say just look for the storm. That's the advice they give. That's the limited directions they're able to like tell you to help you out. Do you have any other questions you want to ask these myconoids?
Not do we? I mean, Noku, do you have any questions? Because maybe you need to understand them better for like your own. Because I mean, do you come across these things usually?
There's all kinds of things in the shadow. There's all kinds of things in the shadow marches. It could be
Right.
almost could be all kinds of things. Maybe something. Henrietta, any idea? I was like, not sure. I could probably maybe we can navigate to try and avoid this thing if it does leave such big footprints. So that should be easier to avoid. We're clever, stealthy people. We're fine.
But
Actually,
if
wait.
they're
Henrietta's.
hurting,
Yeah, actually, Noku has to translate everything to Henrietta because Henrietta hasn't absorbed any spores, right? You can see Henrietta. Noku's just like saying everything in Henrietta's ear.
well, if they're hurting these friends of ours, shouldn't we help them?
They're not hurting any of them. They're safe here. They just said they're fine with the sport. It's only other people who come here and go off.
Fine.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
Look, if we run into it, then sure, we'll take care of it.
All right.
Let's not go looking for trouble.
Okay.
Fair
Okay.
enough. That's not a bad idea.
Well,
Considering our last encounter with hobgoblins and
Yeah, I mean, we should have learned something. Though I gotta say, whatever dark magic they're using, not half bad. It's really good.
it's not dark magic. It's just clean, proper spells. I don't know. Is it
I mean,
dark magic?
you could do an Arcana check or a religion check or a nature check to try and like answer that, but pick one. You can't like choose multiple.
Oh, I will pick. I'll tell you what I pick. Tell you what I pick. I'll pick medicine. I rolled a 16 plus 6.
I said
No,
I said,
16 plus 6.
I said nature, Arcana, or religion. Medicine
And
was not
Talvar
an
was like,
option.
none of those. I'd use this.
Oh, nature, arcana, or medicine. I will.
Oh, religion.
Oh my god,
You are obsessed with medicine, correct?
my brain is breaking up a bit. Hold on. Religion. I will just go with.
Um,
Am I blind? Where is religion? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's all -1, so it's fine.
15.
15.
You
Amazing.
detect you don't detect any like devil power, no demonic energy, no angelic, no divine power that you're like sensing. Nothing about this thing makes you think like, okay, they're using the power of demons or angels to like come up with their pink goo. Nothing like that. If anything, like as far as you can tell, it's more probably just like a natural byproduct of them, so not inherently magical. Like it's not something you can counterspell. It'd be like, potions and antidotes if you wanted to like undo some of their stuff. But as far as you can tell, it's not. There doesn't be anything like magical. Even though it was like a good berry equivalent, it's not magical. It's not, as far as
Got
you can
it.
tell, it's not like divine. It's not like druid magic like no good does. It's just like a natural byproduct of their species.
I turn to Medu and I say, well, it's actually not magic at all. It's a byproduct of their bodies. Isn't that fascinating? Nature is so cool.
So cool.
So,
Yes, let's go.
Yes. So, yeah, Nogo says like, could we get could I get another one for the road? And they're very happy to like give him to like fill up his bowl again, and he like covers it up with a little bit of like a little bit of tarp and puts it away in his bag.
Nice.
And like Nogo's like, did you want to ask him to get some to like some of the powder to sniff?
They've given us enough already. I think we shouldn't
Okay, cool.
overshoot our.
Or
That's
should
fair.
we?
Yeah.
and if
No,
I have to hear Jerry 1 and 2 singing for like longer than what I'm already hearing it for, I am going to go somewhat insane.
yeah.
Well,
And
that's fair, but it could be convenient. You know that there was that one time where Pura was trying to guide them and was having a little bit of a hard time. If we had this in a situation like that, life would be significantly easier. So,
Hmm.
but I'll defer to the majority.
Good. Yeah. No, says like, no, says like, okay. Well, the listening to Jerry sing is it's going to last, I think, for an hour. So we only have to hear it for like an hour. Not that I don't like the way you sing, Jerry. Not that we don't like the way you sing, Jerry, too. Yeah. Yes. And he's like, and he's like, yeah, I will survive. And he's like sings like sad songs as you guys
Aw.
continue, as you said things about his songs. He sounds better in his head.
Jerry, were you afraid?
all-
Were you petrified?
Yeah. He like nods at you, like singing along with the song.
Don't worry.
And I will stop because copyright. But you can keep going.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but he will keep going with you in that. As you guys are like heading out of the visit, are you doing anything? Like they're like all giving you like final hugs, like huggies to friends. Don't get stomp.
We shall
We'll
see
try
you
not to get
soon.
Yeah.
If we turn into flatbread, toast us.
Well, they don't know what that is, but they get sad.
I'll
It is a good pun.
I'll throw out some bread at them. No, I didn't extra. I didn't use freaking ninja throwing stars. I
No, it's
tossed
just like it just landed on their face and they
Sure.
didn't know what to do with it.
Sure. No? Okay.
Oh.
Wait, is that cannibalism now? Did I make this cannibalism?
What does
no,
what does
what?
bread have to do with fungi?
No, because like mold. But I
Nope.
Okay.
That's not how it
Okay,
works.
cool. Clearly I know nothing about bread, guys.
Art
Yeah.
degree.
Hey.
How is that? How is that related to knowing about yeast?
All right.
Sorry.
I see how it is.
Let's all,
I'm
guys. We all have terrible degrees. We don't need to fight
It's
about
true.
it.
I actually
I
don't know
don't.
what degree Alika
Okay.
slash Medu has, but I'm
Don't ask.
okay.
It's
This is a
like
Ah,
don't ask, don't tell policy on degrees.
yeah.
yeah.
So, you guys head out there, out of the place. You're not doing anything extra as you're just leaving. You're just passing them toast.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As you're like heading out and about and just like leaving this like lifted up platform, you entered like the swamp proper, and like it's not as like wet as it was above the stills, but it is a little bit as your feet go in. There's a bit of squelching sound as you're like walking through the large swamp. You can see like the trees here are like top are really high and densely packed, so that you could see the sun while you were in the small city, the small town, because it was like open air to the ocean. But like now that you're here, like the sun is covered. It's like you could barely see it. You can barely see it as you're like going. As you go further and further into the trees themselves seem to glow as like kind of like night. Well, not yeah. The trees seem to glow like what's it called when they like glow in the dark? Yeah, they're just like glowing in the dark as you're like moving across. They have this like different colors. It's like beautiful in its own way. Some are blue, some are purple, some of them are like this teal green. As you're like going by these various, as you go past these like various trees, and notice like this is actually how the trees are able to sustain themselves. They take the light from above and then put that light in themselves, and they are basically supporting each other. It's a very collaborative environment.
Symbiotic, one
Yeah,
would
it's
say.
very symbiotic. They're all
It's a
working together
very
to survive. Like that's
yeah.
how we were learning about that. In the gatekeepers, we all had to like work together to survive. And then He immediately trips and falls into into this large hole. He rolled in that one,
Wow.
and he just like that. And you like look down. He's like fallen. He's like falling down like a deep hole. Up like, ow! I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
It is like it's like a 2 feet deep hole,
Yeah.
and like because it like suddenly came over, he's tripped.
Right.
And you like look, it's it's a large like hole, but it's in a strange like shape, like smaller at the rim and then like bigger around the top. To Medu, Medu doesn't even need to roll this. Medu was a ranger. Medu understands beasts. Like this is a footprint, a very large footprint.
Wait, what? Like, wait, Nogu fell into this?
Nogu fell into it.
And
like he tripped and fell into it. It's not like he's deep in the hole. It's only a 2 feet tall, 2 feet
2
deep
feet
hole.
is still a pretty deep imprint.
Mm-hmm. Ow, I'm squelching.
I'll give Nogu a hand so he can come back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big footprint.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll throw a rope down.
Deep, and about it's about almost a Nogu long. So it's like about 3 feet long, and like to the side, and it's like curved around it. It's like it's like a curved little like footprint. If any of you want to like do anything about examine the footprint, let me know. If you guys just want to run in the opposite direction, that's also fine. You tell me what you want to do.
Let's examine it.
Yeah, but I look at the others and think, yeah, and that's a big footprint. Mm-hmm. Probably the stompy stomp that they're going on.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to roll a survival check to try and understand the footprint? See if there's anything there.
I would like to do.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I think your dragon mark lets you add a D4 to this.
Oh,
nice.
I will because I am a good cleric. Give you guidance. I leveled up, motherfuckers.
Hey, I can only do for nature and animal handling, not survival. But I'm alright with it.
Fair enough then. Survival would be basically like learning a bit about this, where it could have gone, all that. I think nature, we try and like identify this thing. Nature would be a bit trickier because all you have is a footprint, and you've not been here before, so the DC would be higher. But it's your choice, whichever way you want to go.
No, I would like to do survival and figure out where it's going and roughly how old this footprint.
Sure.
Okay, that's not bad. Oh, that's quite good actually. 23.
Okay, this footprint is maybe 15 minutes old. Seems to be heading it was about 15 minutes, and it's like heading off in a direction ahead. About in the direction you guys are going to. Just as a reminder, you guys are heading to Zeresh Ak, which is basically the unofficial capital of the Shadow Marchers, which is also where House Drask usually puts himself. So that's where you guys are going. He's like heading off towards that direction.
Uh-huh.
But with that knowledge, you basically know that you could avoid it. But as you like look in that direction, you notice like, oh, the glow isn't as strong as that direction, and you realize why. It's probably knocked some trees down as it was walking. It's not as high enough that its head like brushed the canopy, but it's definitely pushed some trees aside as they just like put aside. And as you're like looking at the looking down, as you're like going looking in that direction, the trees that have been like pushed to the side, even though there aren't any like obvious like talon marks on the footprint, there are definitely some big scratches on the trees that have been pushed aside.
Huh. That's weird.
That is weird.
Is it getting up on its hind legs to scratch the trees, or does it have retractable talons like a cat? Well, claws like a cat. I don't think it's a dragon. Do I see any tail marks?
Yeah, you see your tail marks. There's like you look around, you look behind you, and you'll see like one of the trees has been like pulled down a bit, but like judging from the angle, it's not. There's no claw marks there, which makes you think that it's probably some kind of appendage, most likely a tail.
Ah, okay, so it's a tail. Probably four or more legged. Well, could go badly because there are a lot of large four-legged creatures. I would not like to tangle with. Or we could avoid it if we had to. You want to go and I don't know. Nobu, is this like the shortest path to the Ashata clan?
He nods, a bit nervous as he's like getting himself off. Well, yeah, that is kind of the shortest path. I mean, maybe we. It's like it is the shortest path. I mean, I can try and go the long way if we wanted to. But, like this is like sort of like the direct route, but I can try and like see if I know a shorter way.
Question.
Also, I'll give you with a 23. Like you also see like older marks that seem to be like coming back. That seems like from the previous night. So it's like this guy clearly has like some kind of like patrol thing.
Right.
You don't know how long the patrol is, but it definitely does seem like it comes by this way like fairly frequently, which matches up with what the Myconoids was saying that he's a problem outside this village.
It has a range here. I guess it's made its home here.
Did we deal with it?
Okay, here's my question. What do you mean by deal with it? If it's just like a creature that's made its home here, it's a little mean to just kill it because,
Yeah,
we could lure it to somewhere else. Or if it's something that's actively going to kill and eat things, then we might have to kill it. That's just how it is here in nature. So.
Do we ever, because this was a question I wanted to ask as well, but our chat has also asked us, is how far are the footsteps from each other? Can we see the other footstep? Is it like within viewing
now that you're looking for it, yes, you can.
Okay.
The other one is the other one. So it seems like it has a very like a wide step. It's like it's
right.
For it's got like a fairly wide one. You'd imagine this is it's got a wide it's like a long gate as you're like looking like it's long gate.
Right.
About,
so he's not hopscotching.
No, he's
forward.
not. He's not jumping on one leg or anything like that. He
Right.
has two legs and he's using it.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine if that creature decided to like shuffle along quietly and still left like just a slide. Could form a river. Anyway, focus.
He could form a river.
But here's what do you want to do? Should we go around, take the long way around, don't deal with it? Should we try to go head on and deal with it? Should we try to sneak by it and use the same path and hope it doesn't notice?
I like option 3. We are all excellent at sneaking.
Okay.
I just lift my hand and you hear the clink, clank, clink, clink of just my chainmail. I'm like, speak for yourself, friend.
Has Pewter picked up sarcasm now?
No, I mean, I'm like, you guys see me move and I move really quietly. I'm like, I'm sure you guys can learn.
Nogu is like, Nogu's like, I can do pass without trace if you guys want.
Exactly.
There's just called oh, okay. I thought there was like a limit on the number of targets that pass without trace can do, but no, it's just you have to be within 30 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're fine. He's like, yeah, I can get that. All of us, even the Jerrys. So
perfect.
okay.
All right, let's do that.
Sure. Who's staying in the sphere right now? The capture sphere.
The Jerry who was in the water.
Okay, so Jerry
Yeah.
1's in there. Fine, cool. And you're still with Jerry 2. Telepathy is still up. So yeah, you guys are making stealth checks then. Let's see. Now let's see. You do remember you're plus 10 on pass without trace.
I will guide myself because I feel like I need it.
Okay, go for it.
I still roll with disadvantage, but at plus 10.
Because of armor, yeah.
Roll twice. There's 2 characters.
I hate these. I don't hate the dice. This is okay. That's good. I rolled 16 and a 9, so that's 9 plus 10. That's 19. And then I
19.
rolled a 4. 23 on my guidance.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. That seems pretty good.
I like that one part of the group rolls like or regularly like 18 and above, and I'm like happy if I get 5 on a roll. It's like, here, guys. It's an interesting
Yeah.
balance. It's an interesting
It is.
balance.
True that.
I blame the chess X dice. I should have gone with Nonagon.
It's true.
Exactly. So in
Nonagon
that
gives you 4 nat 20s in a row or something.
exactly. So what did you guys get? Pewter and Medu.
Let me just. So I rolled a 16 plus. What am I adding?
10.
Plus 10.
Plus, yeah, so 26. I like how I was like, I rolled terrible. And then I was like, I rolled a 16. Never mind. I normally roll terrible.
Medu rolled a 25, and for Cosmo, it's a 28.
Oh,
Total.
total.
So
oh
we
my god.
are good at stealthing. I was right.
No, we're
So,
only good
yeah.
right now because no goes
It seems
helping
like
us.
it seems like the lowest roll was a 19. So you guys should be okay.
Cut to
I mean,
a giant. Is it a giant rolls a nat 20?
oh,
See
okay.
what Chirag's
I'm doing
using
passive. He's not looking for you, so it would be passive. Yeah. So you guys are creeping up to avoid this thing or to creep up on it.
No, we going past it, but like without getting its attention.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
But
You guys.
close enough to like observe.
Oh, you want to get closer
Ignore
to see
that.
what this
Ignore
thing
that
is.
part. No, I'm actively keeping Talvar away from any observational activity. It's rarely observed with this one.
Medu, it's your call. Are you also trying to get a look at this thing, or are you just like no?
Kind of curious about what.
Exactly.
So team kind of curious, try to get a little closer, like trying to like make some different distance as you're going along. And yeah, you like creep up on these like patch. You see like a little bit of the some of the trees have been pushed aside a little bit. Again, you see these like markings, almost like yeah, again like these like bladed markings that could be claws as you're like going on a little head, and then you see it like in this like little clearing, just you hear it first as it is just going like stomp, stomp, stomp. And you hear like a squishing and a crunching sound that seems to be stomping on something. As you like see this large green creature, a very dark green creature that seems to be like on its like hind legs, but it's this like long creature with this big tail that seems like it's like tilted its body forward as if it's supposed to be on 4 legs, but it's like keeping itself up, almost like it's hesitating. It's like its arms are like up there, and you see on its as you like go around this like strange green creature with these like pink marks on its like sides. You can see on its head, like poking out, are these like long horns that seems to be like poking out there, as well as takes a minute for you to recognize. It looks like a pink ribbon over these horns as it's just like and it's like stomping on something, and you're able to get very close because your stealth was very good as you like get around. As you can see, it is definitely squishing some kind of 2-headed deer as like stomping it down, and you can like see this creature's like face. Medu can tell you what it is, but essentially you see a triceratops on 2 legs, a green triceratops on 2 legs. Well, it's trying to be on 2 legs. Like it's trying to like be bipedal, and it's not like squishing. I think stomp, bop,
Wait.
bop, 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 as it's going on, squishing this creature.
Hold on. Triceratops.
Fuck.
Sorry,
Why does
these
it have
art
a
students don't know
bow
what a
on it?
triceratops looks like.
Is it sentient?
I
Does
mean,
it have an owner?
the massive triceratops?
It has a
Yeah.
bow on its horns.
Yeah, on its head, by its horn.
That's disturbing.
It is disturbing. Okay, well, can we communicate with it? Medu, can you talk to it?
You know two things. One, Maydu probably can. Maydu's great at nature and all that kind of stuff. This is definitely some kind of. It's an odd color, but you don't get like the. I mean, you can like find out more with a nature check, but also you all have telepathy.
Yeah, but does it also need to
Oh wait,
snort
no,
it?
you're right. It needs. It doesn't need to. You never snorted. It was just on you.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You never asked, "Can I take some with me?" So you don't have it. If you had it, you could.
Exactly.
You'd apply it, but you didn't. You didn't bring any. Yeah, that's
I
the
can
problem. So
probably
Maydu can
talk.
try.
I wonder if there's any on my clothes. Can I just like all do like a to see if
If
we can if we all do it, will there be enough for it to
you want to go clank, 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 get the powder off your thing.
okay, maybe not me, but maybe the
Actually, not
rest.
that dandruff.
Okay, let's do pewter. Clank, 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 clank,
Oh
Damn
no!
it! Oh, what about Pewter's robes? What if we just go then it's not clank clank anymore?
This seems to stomp. This creature
Uh-huh.
clearly either has sentience
Uh-huh.
because it looks like it's enjoying what it's doing, or is a partner or owned by something that does because it has clothing on of some kind.
Question. Does it matter?
But we can't kill if it's something
Why are we
somebody else
trying to
is like,
kill it? Why
"Oh,
don't we just continue sneaking past it?
okay, I guess we could do that.
But did you see it
It's a
just
very
stomp on the
aggressive stance.
two-headed?
You guys told me that we shouldn't attack things unless they attack us, and we should try to be kind. And now you're like just gonna kill a creature in the middle of nowhere.
I
It's
didn't think we were going to kill it. I thought we were going to talk to it.
Why are we
yeah.
trying? It's aggressively beating down a deer. Why do we?
Yeah.
Why do we
You
want to
see
talk
after
to
you
it?
see after a moment, like it seems to have stopped stomping, gets off, look at the properly like demolished deer, and it says, "Bah!" Turns and walks.
Okay, that
Walks
clearly has
forward.
malicious intent. It's not like a
Yeah,
predator.
it's not eating it. It's like literally like walking off
Yeah.
Maybe it's an evil
forward.
deer.
Perception check does not see you, and then just continues forward.
Great.
Not in your direction. Keeps
Let's
going
let's
forward.
carry on. We have a whole capital to get to.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
still the thing's still heading towards the city of thing, but you can like navigate away from it. It's just going to take longer.
Wait, where is it heading?
The same direction
It's
we are.
going to the same direction you guys are, but you are quite a while away. So it's not like, oh, it's a threat to the city. It's like it's just heading in that direction.
Exactly. So let's just get on, and we can let the city know that there's a massive creature that likes to kill deers and has a bow on its head.
Intentionally likes to kill. Do you see how
What creature
It's-
unintentionally likes to kill things?
not unintentionally, but you know what I mean? Like there's predators in the wild, and then there's
Uh-huh.
someone who like actively enjoys it, and this creature seems like it actively enjoys it. Am I reading this right?
Yeah, probably it didn't eat it, maybe, but it killed a deer. It wasn't like killing a human.
Yeah, but it
Can
was also
if it's gone away, can I go over to a squashed deer and like try to see if there's something like off about it?
Sure, absolutely. You wait until the thing is like stepping has like gone away and on thing. So as you go over to like check over this completely like destroyed two-headed deer, as you like look at it, it's a little bit like this deer has like purple fur instead of like its normal brown. But that doesn't seem like to be a mutation thing. You know a little bit about. That might not be a mutation. That might just be a thing here. Give me an. It's like, do you want to examine this one specifically, or do you want to like see what do I know about this species of deer?
I want to. What do you guys think? Should I like?
Like knowing about this species of deer is nature, like figuring out what's up with this one specifically, why was it killed in this way, that kind of stuff. That would be survival.
the latter, probably.
Yeah, I want to
What?
find out.
Okay.
Guidance.
Yeah.
I put one hand over her shoulder and I say, "You got this."
Oh, thanks.
Aw.
I thought you were salt being me with the powder and giving guidance that way.
D4
Spore baying.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Oh, that's good. Guidance gives me what, like a D4, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's really good.
All right.
I've already got a 25, but let's like Add
Sure.
another 2 to it. 27.
A 2 made all the difference there, I'm sure.
Sure. 27.
So 27. Okay, which check were you doing?
The latter, where I want to find out what is up with this specific deer.
Sure.
Survival.
So survival. As you're looking at it, like trying to examine like this, trying to examine this creature, figure out what's up with it. It looks like it was fairly much like a normal kind of deer. It doesn't seem like any sign like something was wrong with it. Didn't look ill, which is like hard to tell because it was like squashed. But you have rolled so high, you can tell this creature wasn't ill. There wasn't anything at there as far as you can tell. From the look of like the attack, it definitely was like caught off guard from like the attack and like the from the attack from the thing. But like you didn't hear the sound of like deer like screaming, which means like it was probably killed fairly quickly. And like as you're looking at it, its bone being squished and like that thing, it wasn't like this thing was like caught off guard, but it wasn't like again it was like properly tenderized as you're like trying to like figure out what the deal was. It wasn't like destroyed to like eaten. It was like your best call. We like whatever destroyed this was really angry. Like the way it did that was not out of like you don't think that would be like a serial killer be like I enjoy making you feel pain. Like this thing died almost immediately. No. This thing was angry and was taking it out on this creature, this purple deer. Yeah.
Well,
And
sucks to be
besides
a
that-
deer, and Pewter's
Besides
is
that, it
nuts.
looks like a normal sized deer. Besides that, it has 2 heads.
Medu, what do you tell us?
So that thing has anger issues.
A
I
massive
think-
being that likes to stomp on deers has anger issues. What a travesty.
I think it needs therapy.
I'm sure there are some other large creatures that can provide it.
What about? I have a thing for this. It's
You have a thing for like
Ev-
providing therapy to a
Just-
dinosaur?
For
Yes, we
once, can we just carry on to the actual destination we need to get to? We have
No.
a world to save. A whole world. Who the hell cares about this deer? It's a
the
fucking
mushrooms.
There won't be there to be mushrooms if the world gets destroyed.
Hey, you spend time on the mushrooms, then you spend time on the deer and the triceratops thing.
Okay. Fine. Pura, you're
Wait.
right.
Wait. What did you say you had? Let's
Okay,
just
well,
go with-
well, in cleric school, there's 2 things we learn. There's obviously proper therapy where you sit down, you talk to someone, and it's like a very involved process, and they have to come in. But I don't think that kind of approach will work with this thing. There is a spell. Its main purpose is to calm emotions. And I'm wondering if we just tried that on this buddy boy over here, maybe it will take that moment of calmness to introspect into all the horror that it has caused to this world, and
It's just
try to
throwing a
change its
temper
ways.
It's just
I
throwing
see.
a temper tantrum. Here's the thing. Therapy is not going to work really well because it will mean me doing the therapy since I'm probably the only one here who can talk to it,
Right,
and I'm
right.
not good with that.
What about
Okay.
the spell?
The spell calm emotions is good, but then we won't really know what it's like up to, or
Also, there is a person or being that can domesticate a massive creature like this because it has a bow on its head and wears clothes. So, or either they domesticate or it's intelligent enough to dress itself. That is that big. Nogu fell into the shadow of its foot.
Actually, I'm going to rescind that statement. I don't think it dressed itself. It doesn't even have hands. How can it tie a bow?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Ding,
it's
ding,
got
So-
like
ding.
it's got
so if
triceratops
there is
hands. There's
someone-
there are no fingers.
So if there is someone who dressed it, that person is capable of controlling this being. Do we want to interact with this person?
They're not doing a very good job right now, are they?
Maybe we
Talvar has
ask
learned
it.
nothing from the spell debacle earlier, by the way.
Listen,
She
we're
will
game
interfere.
players. We don't learn things. Here's what we can do. Okay, we can go up to this creature. Real quick. It'll be real quick, Pewter. Don't worry about it.
I
In and out,
I
20
think
minutes.
I've been thinking about the name that we should have as a group. just in case we need to introduce ourselves to people. And I've come up with a name. I
Yes.
finally know what name we should go with. We should be
Yeah.
called the Foot Indoors. Okay, which means
What?
foot indoors, because we keep putting our foot in the way of doors that don't need our foot jammed up there.
We should workshop it. It's a good idea, though. What were you saying, Medu?
Okay, here's the thing. This creature has anger issues and it's killing the fauna around. We could try to approach it. You hit the calm emotions thing. I'll try to talk to it. We'll find out who its owner is and then take it directly to the owner and be like, the heck, control your body. Or we
Sounds
can
like
give
a
it a
plan.
pep talk. We can give it a pep talk. And if
Sounds
it
like a
learns
plan to
the
me.
way, yeah, whatever. Let's do this. I don't really care
I
about the
mean, it's
monkey
on the
people.
way because we're going the same direction. So it's not like we're taking a detour, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a fair compromise, right, Peter? We're not taking a detour. We're going the way we're supposed to. We're just going to have a chat with a fellow traveler who's just
You can see
moving
sparks
beside us.
flying out of Pewter's head, the same way they did the last time we interfered with random things in the middle of the waste and then almost triggered the release of a dark creature. So there's just sparks flying.
Listen, it worked out great.
Pewter's eyes go blue, just complete blue. There's like just text that appears from
What does it
Tiamat.
say?
your toaster sparking a bit.
Yeah. Are you pulling up the last message Tiamat sent you?
Yeah, the last message that Tiamat sent. That's
Yeah,
all.
it says like, yeah, I'm up. How you up?
That's all that shows. Pewter is
Remember?
now
We had
broken.
this talk.
All right. Let's go. We have a game plan. Game master.
So
The
you're gonna
last thing we
okay,
have is a game plan.
So you're gonna creep up on this thing and basically like follow it until it comes to a stop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Cool. All right. You follow it. And like as you're like following the path, keeping a distance. I'm not gonna ask you to reroll stealth rolls. It's gonna keep going. And it takes like a good amount of time as you're like traveling, going through. Because you're like following the path it's kind of made. It's a little easier to go through the trees as you're able to like follow this creature. And yeah, you come up eventually after about almost an hour. Like the pass without trace is almost about to end. Telepathy is also very much close to ending, which means you can't just like speak normally anymore because in a little bit because the telepathy is about to go. So yeah,
Can we recast Pass Without a Trace, Nagu?
yeah, I can recast. I got a spell slot left. I can do that at least. So yeah, you're able to like keep going until you come to you see this thing is like coming to this like large gate. This like cracked down gate with like words written like on the gate. This is a very old gate that seems to like lead inside to like these like these other buildings that seem like collapsed. Does anyone speak Elvish?
I speak Celestial.
That does not help you here.
I do speak Elvish, yes.
All right, cool.
Oh, hell yeah. Fancy me too.
You see that the name of the city, as you're like, looking at this ruins, is called Tandral, which means it basically translates into Elvish as a city of elves. It's like, and the way it's written, it's like it's very old. You realize that's probably like what they would have like called this. Like this is a city of elves. Like as there, it might have had like another name, but like that name's not like on the. It's just like identifying like any elves who came by. Like this is a city of elves, but this is old. This is very very old. Even by elven sand, this is very old. As you're like looking at the remains of this like ruins, the creature just like goes in and like it gently like pushes the door with its hand. Just like then you hear this big creak as it goes in.
Is it going in?
Yeah, it's
Is
going
it going
into
to
the.
shut the door behind itself? Does it look like?
Like it like it's one of the things like the door like creaks back automatically, but it doesn't close. Like it's too
Okay.
like broken to close properly. And it's like what like a small like gap for this thing is like it's huge. It's the size of pewter. Pewter could easily like it's like any of you could just like slide through this opening pretty easily as it like goes into the building. It seems like it's much more gentle here as opposed to what it was like the rest of its journey as it's like walking into this ruined city proper.
Okay.
I see this, and when I have deciphered the name, I catch Talvar by the hand and say, hang on, there's something. Listen, we need to talk a little bit.
All
Real
right.
quick. because I don't know what if this is related to something that I noticed a little bit before with our friend, a boaty boat person. Um,
I don't
so
know what that is.
the boat guy, the boat keeper.
Oh, yeah. Boaty McBoat. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So this place, City of Elves, super old. I don't know how old. I can't tell exactly how old, but it's super old. Problem. The boat keeper also super old, which is not actually a problem, but the problem is he belongs to the third house, the 13th house, the wolf. He had a
Wait,
dragon mark.
Okay.
the one that got eviscerated off of Eberron?
Yes, he had a dragon mark. It kind of looked dead though. The dragon mark. It didn't look like it was active.
Was full.
Yeah. Just a heads up. When I say old, Housebold is like 3,500 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like that. They died 3,500 years ago.
How
That's what
old
I
was
mean.
this elven
This
place?
is again, you need a history check, but it could be that old. It might even be older.
Ah.
The point being, maybe they're more of House Wall over here. And if they are, we're in big trouble. Because either they find out we have dragon marks and try to kill us for taking revenge on the other dragon mark houses killing them, or we have to kill them.
Why? Wait, why would anybody hold a grudge for 3,500 years? That seems a bit.
It's not a grudge. I mean, it's not like I care, but like, you know why they were killed, right? Because they were going to like create this weird.
Yeah. But
If
how
anyone
to.
finds out about it, if any of our houses find out about it, we're in big trouble.
Okay. So, what do you think we should do?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I know what we should do.
Oh,
Peter, you only have. Okay, tell us. What do you think we should
I think we should quickly scout around, see if there's anything else nearby. If not,
do? Right.
okay, then and if there's nothing else going on, great, just move on.
Okay, so like the outside of the city,
No, like,
or the outside of the ruins.
is there like a really tall tree that I can just use to have a good scout around?
Yeah, sure. You can even like climb up the walls of the outside and try and like look over the walls that way if you want.
Sure, I'll do that. I'll climb
Chat
up.
wants us to talk to the Triceratops, is all I have to say. Okay? If we're not giving the people what they want, what is the point of us?
Chat, if you want to control the direction of this thing, we can start putting in a PayPal option to like really.
Yeah.
Because I will do a lot for money.
There's nothing we won't do for money. Let's put it that way. Okay, no, there are some things.
You've seen
but
our degrees. You know that's not remotely true.
Yeah.
The art degrees today. Damn. Okay.
it's that day.
All right, I'm gonna roll some athletics so I can scout up the acrobatics. Sorry.
Either's fine.
Like,
Your choice.
Cosmos right here. You can
Cool.
just fly up.
Fine. I guess I'll fly up because that's way cooler for a monk to do than to monk my way up. You know, I've been very useful this whole scouting traveling mission, so I really don't want to overextend my skill set over here. Let Cosmo, the pet bird that everyone has, be have a moment in the limelight, shall we? That's because that's the one who's really been overplayed here.
At that statement, like Cosmo looks and says like, "I'm not going to fly you," and walks away.
Oh,
and
great!
That leaves you alone to do it on your own.
You call him a bird?
The flying thingy. They all.
I thought you were friends with Cosmo. You had a.
Isn't he technically a bird? Don't all birds fly?
Cosmo's wings are more draconic and bat-like than bird-like.
Yeah, and no, all birds don't fly. Have you heard of the emu, the ostrich? One of the two don't fly.
I have been alive 4 years. When was I supposed to study a biology book?
I really need to give you a biology download next time.
Along with the food download. And
yeah.
Mushrooms, birds.
Why don't you pick 5 subjects that you're interested in, and next time I do an upgrade.
I have one subject I'm really interested in. Can we cover that? How to save the world in 80 days. I would love to cover the book. That seems very relevant to me, guys. Is there a book on that?
Fine, go climb the stupid wall. Cosmo's gone.
I'm so gonna fall on my ass right now. It's bound to happen.
I
Uh,
begrudgingly rest one hand on Pewter and say, "You're very annoying recently," and guide him.
all right, thank you. I have a plus
Why
5.
is that guiding?
So plus 5 that made it 17 total.
You have a
Okay.
D4.
Oh, plus a d4, which is
Sure.
appropriately a 2, so that's a total of 19.
So with a 19, you are, even though you're in a bit of a mood, you're just, and just like you're easily able to like, you don't need to climb it. You're basically running up the wall, go in, and then just like pull yourself over, and you can look over into the city, and you see this is a once great ancient elven city that has been left for ruins. Like these are buildings that have been like, these buildings are not like just left to age. They have been like destroyed. Like buildings have shattered. You see like burning marks, like magic destroyed some of these buildings. Like the few ones that are just there, you see like the tops are down, like the inside like cratered in. You see like these like streets, which are like the full streets, like were made of like might have been made of marble at one point before like the mulch and plants came out. They are cracked, like earthquakes went through
Right.
them. This is a city that was
Yeah.
magic destroyed this place, and you can see like images like scratch marks, like signs of like battle, long time ago, long time ago, and the city seems like properly dead, except for near like the center of the city where there was once this like uh, large building with like minarets. Minarets are destroyed, and the center of the building that kind of collapsed. You see the Triceratops wandering into there. You can't. It's like a bit far from the walls, but I think it's like one. But it also means it's quite far from you, so you don't need a stealth check. As it's like going closer and going into this like large building. It's one of the few buildings that look like it would. All the rest are like built for elf size. This
Mhm.
like massive like building looks like the only one of the few ones that's like big enough, not just for one of these things, but like a, for it to have like a massive amount of room. It's like it's huge as it like goes into there. It's like this hole in the side. Yeah, and it's just like wandering in there. Besides that, actually like looking around, is there anything specific you want to look for? Due to technical difficulties, that's where we'll be ending the stream. But I want to say thank you all for joining in, watching the stream. We were so happy to have you. Can't wait to see you again next week. Remember our announcements. If you want to like go in and apply for the chance to become a professional TTRPG writer and join Big Bad Con in person. The form was in the chat. If someone could like post that again, that'd be great. And of course, we'd love to have you part of our community. Please follow, please join our Discord server. It's a lot of fun. Lots of great games are happening, lots of great people, and we're really proud of the community that's come up. And besides that, remember, DMs. There are always places you can find inspiration, whether that's horror, even if that is old British cartoons like the Teletubbies, to really make your players shit themselves. And with that, take care.
Bye, everybody.